Good morning. Today we are going to make a very warm breakfast. Very, very difficult, but it's worth the time. So let's get started. We're going to make hot toasted wheat. It's called Wheatina, and the ingredients in this box is, let me read it. Toasted crushed whole wheat, wheat bran, wheat germ, and calcium carbonate. I think the calcium carbonate is there for, it says calcium fortified. So that's what is in this box. Toasted wheat cereal. We're going to make two servings, and that says 2 cups of water, salt, and 2/3 cup Wheatina. So I'm going to start by turning, I'm going to do it back here. I'm going to pour in 2 cups of water, and this is 1/3 cup, so I'll pour in 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to let that dry because in a minute I'm going to pour 2/3 cup Wheatina. This is plain iodized salt. You'll have to play with the salt yourself, but you can always start with 1 teaspoon and go from there. Now you know how much salt is in. So far we just have water and salt, and we're going to let it boil. We started the film at 6:59, so it's roughly 7 o'clock. We're just going to wait for this to boil, and then we'll add the Wheatina in. Just to let you see the package again, it's Wheatina, and I told you what was on the ingredients. They also give directions, and here they have the nutrition facts. So if you have 1/3 cup, which is what we'll have approximately, because I'm putting 2/3 cup here for 2 people, I'll have about 5 grams of protein for the day, which is an excellent start to the day. That's not including the almond milk or whatever we're going to add on top of it. So that's a great start. 5 grams of protein. This is going to be boiling, and I'm just going to show you what we can put on top of this Wheatina. Of course, not to forget sugar. I personally like dark brown sugar, so I put dark brown sugar on top of my oats and my Wheatina and regular cream of wheat. And there's also light brown sugar. So and there's white sugar, of course. So those are just some choices for sweeteners. Then, as a vegan, I don't drink dairy. So there's almond milk, which is excellent. Coconut milk, which is becoming a favorite of mine. Coconut milk. But the ultimate favorite of mine now is hemp drink. And there's a little bitterness to it, but because you sweeten it up, you don't even taste it. So I actually like it a lot, and I've been using this in my coffee. And here's the V sign for vegan, which I think is very cool. I don't think all brands, even though almond milk is vegan, they often don't put that on the container, and I don't know why. Now here on the almond milk, if we have 1 cup of this, which we probably will, there's 1 gram of protein. 1 cup of hemp milk gives us 3 cups of protein. So my meal will have 5 grams of protein from the Wheatena plus 3, so I'll be starting the day out with 8 grams of protein, which is very cool. And the coconut milk doesn't have any protein. There's also soy milk, and I don't happen to have it with me. So the soy milk is very plentiful in the stores. These milks, by the way, the one good thing about them is you don't need to refrigerate them. So you can buy them, they're in these Environ packs, and you can buy 10 at a time and store them in the cupboard. So again, for the extremely busy person, extremely busy and hungry person, these are absolutely the best, because you just stock up on them on a Sunday trip to the store, and you pull them out of your cupboard as needed. You don't have to have the refrigerator space. Now, some other things we add to the Wheatena, any cereal, and especially the hot ones. We use a lot of raisins, and the reason I like the raisins, again, from these large containers, is you stock up on them on Sunday, and that's what you have. And here it says ingredients are raisins. A 1/4 cup of these gives you 1 gram of protein. And also prunes. Prunes have a bad rap, but they're actually very delicious. And the ingredients in this is prunes and potassium sorbate as a preservative. So again, no added sugars, no added salts. The salt so far is what we have put in there. So there's no hidden fats or salts. And with this, a 1/4 cup, you'll also have a protein, 1 gram of protein. The other cool things with these is that they don't have to be fresh. They're in your cupboard. You pull them out when you need them. And you've had some fruits that morning. If you're extremely busy and extremely hungry, you just don't have time to buy fresh fruits and vegetables often. And even though I'm for that, this is a great measure for busy people. So these raisins I would just sprinkle on my cereal. And the prunes I would also just, they're pitted prunes. I would just cut them up if you like, but I'm not inclined to do that. But if you're giving this to children, again, there's no added sugars and no added salts to this. You know what's in there because you read it on the ingredients. So a meal of this, there's no hidden agendas. Also, another big problem I have with the cereals is you get all these boxes and containers that are quickly empty. So there's a lot of paper usage with cereals that I don't care for myself. Then there's another thing, and that is for added protein or enjoyment, there's almonds and cashews that you can lightly toast and add those in. So there's other possibilities for protein quickly. So you can see this is boiling. It's 7:08, and I'm going to now add I was looking for my whisk, but I'll just use a fork. One, two, and I'll whisk this up. Turn the heat down. It's going to start popping in a minute and expanding. I'm going to put the lid on that and turn it down because I want you to see Daisy. Hi, Daisy girl. Hi, girl. Good morning, girl. Hi, Daisy. Daisy already had her oatmeal for the morning, but she came over to say hello. Hi, girl. Daisy's blind and she has cataracts, and we just love her so much. So I'm going to put the camera back up. I'll wash my hands again for proper hygiene, but I just couldn't resist. If you can hear that, it's boiling away. I want to show you again these cashews. If you bought them bulk, which I do, again they're in the fridge. Actually, these you should put in the fridge. I'm going to crush them up a little bit. Then you'll learn also how to, if you want it thicker or thinner. Some people love it thick. So I'm just going to break these up a little bit. Because they were whole. You can also buy you know, pieces of cashews, if that's something that you're interested in. And I'm just going to toast that lightly in some oil. Here are the cashews, and these are not the main part of the breakfast. These are only if someone wants them, or you can put peanuts, almonds, but for an extra source of protein. Meanwhile, this is cooking away. I'm keeping it covered because it's splattered. Here it said cook for 4 to 5 minutes. So I'm going to turn the heat off at this time, the camera off. It's 7:12. So here it's 7:15, and I have just put fried those lightly. If you're a cashew nut, this is heaven. I'm going to keep stirring that, and it'll be ready shortly. So my husband happens to like his milk, his almond milk, heated. So I'm going to show you just how I do that. So this is Silk, another product, and also has 1 gram of protein per cup. And I'm just going to heat his up a little bit. so now I've heated up his milk, 717. The wheatina is done, and the way I know that is from experience. Sure, we did it the way the instructions said we should, but I happen to know from experience that it's done. Now it's still splattering. And you can see this is loose wheatina, so you might want it, make it thicker. So, you know, either add more wheatina or less water. He also happens to love raisins, so I'm going to add the raisins. And he loves these cashews, so I'm going to actually put some of these cashews on, the ones that aren't burnt. He'll add his own sugar at the table. But here is a nice, it's 718, and here we have a lot of wheatina. For 2 people, it looks like it could be for more. Ready and hot to go, with about 8 grams of protein right in this meal, and 0 animal involvement. Thanks for watching and enjoy.